So very good afternoon to all of you. Now I'm going to start with the second session of 2-day capacity building program on online teaching. So I am starting dot at 2:30 because we have a short of time and I have to cover two things. First will be again detailed description and demo about the free conference call, how to use it, how to create the account, how to share the screen, how to record the lecture in the free conference call. So this will be my recorded one because already the free conference call app has been installed on my system and I want to start from the scratch. So since morning I was recording and compiled the video and audio for you, and I'll be playing those audio and video for you. And after this free conference call session will be over, I'll be explaining you some of the e-resources that are being. So what is the benefit of using those e-resources is that a lot of material has already been compiled and made by the experts all over the world. So we can reuse rather than making our own content. And the emphasis should be given on making those videos as interactive by putting into the Moodle as Dr. Josen has explained you. And then we can emphasize on interacting with the students and clearing their doubts. So in this way, we can have a fusion of like interaction along with the providing the video content. So it will be sort of flipped classroom, blended learning, so inclusive learning. So everything we can discover from these concepts. So now I will be moving with my presentation. I hope the screen is visible to all, as it has shown that free conference call in detail and recap of the what we have done yesterday, and e-resources by the MHRD. So today I was supposed to cover OBS also for recording the lectures. I don't know whether I'll be able to cover in this session or not. So if possible, so I'll arrange separate session for this. So now I'm going to start with the free conference. So today we'll be learning about how to use free conference call for organizing the meeting, conferencing, and even the easiest way of recording your lectures without downloading any software. So for using the free in conference call, you require two things. First is your net browser and internet connection, no doubt. So I have opened this Google Chrome. You are looking at the screen, you have opened the web browser. So we require to type in freeconferencecall.com. So I have opened the website freeconferencecall.com. So as you see, the website free conference call has been opened. So here you can see we have two options. First is the login screen, login. So where I am pointing over here is login, and here if you do not have any login account, so you have this option of creating a new account. So if you already have the account with the free conference call website, so you can click on this login button. Otherwise, I'll be starting from that those who do not have any account with the free conference call website, so how to create it. So here they are asking for two things. One is enter email and create password. So enter email, you enter the email that you used to use for your daily routines, like vishal.pup@gmail.com. Fine, and then create password. So remember that this create password is not that password that you have already kept for your email account you are using daily. So this will be a separate password that you will be using for free conference call. So I am keeping some password over here. So I have kept the password. So I'm clicking on create my free account. So I have clicked on create my free account. So you'll see that please wait was coming, some processes has been done. So here you can see one pop-up has come out that how to get started, host video conferencing, schedule a meeting, view your profile. So if you are a first time user and you do not have the app installed on your system, so you need to install the app. For downloading the app, here is an option of download our free app. So when you click on this button, so it will ask you about which operating system do you have, like you are using Mac operating system, you're using this Windows, you're using Linux, or Android, iOS, whatever. So according to that you will be clicking on that. So suppose I'm using Windows, so I'm clicking on this Windows. So when I have clicked on Windows, so I have been prompted with three options, like three steps, that download, run, and so on. So now it has shown me one exe file that I have to install. So I am clicking on save. So I have clicked on save. So you can see that this exe file has been downloaded. So just clicking on this part, your free conference call app will be installed. So I will not be installing, because you can see this free conference call app has already been installed on your system. So I do not require to open it and install it. So then they have given the instructions that this file will be installed. That is, we have already installed. Then you can open that file and then you can run this file. So when you have done all these three steps, so this icon button will come in this tray and you will be able to use it further. So now I'm going back. So I had created my account with my email ID and some password. So after that, it has taken me to the account dashboard. So this is the account dashboard in which you can see that dial-in number is there, access code is there, online meeting ID is there, host pin is there, and some playback numbers. So we don't require these. So this is the important part, that online meeting ID in which Vishal PUP6 has been given to me. So this is my meeting ID that I'll be giving to all to join me when I'm hosting the meeting, conference, whatever. So yeah, here you have the quick links, like you can host the meeting, you can join the meeting, you can invite the person to join you, then download app we have already done. So some settings will be required. So let's see what settings are there. So in settings you can keep general information is there, like I am putting my name Vishal Goel, right? Email ID we have already put, India English. So time zone, so you can change the password from here, you can change the photo from here, right? So after doing that you can just do the save changes. Now we coming to the account information. We have dial in number, so there is no need to change anything. So access code, online meeting ID, host pin, copy reports, meeting settings. So here these are important, like whenever you are conducting meeting, so whenever the people are joining or leaving your meeting, so some tone will be always coming up. So I think we should avoid those tone, because the people when who have already joined your meeting and they have put the headphones in their ears, so they will keep them disturbing. So it should be done. Announce call counts means host only. So whenever someone is joining the meeting, so and this software will not announce that how many people are there. So only host will be able to come up with a sound that how many people are there in the meeting. So display attendee list. So this can also be there, that you want to display the attendee list to all, or you want it to be displayed only to the host. So that you can also do over here. Then wait for host means that the meeting can the meeting be convened without the host, so that you can take care of that. So I think off should be kept. Sometimes your internet connectivity is not there, right? And then the people are doing some discussion, so that discussion should not be disrupted. So then what you can do is you can just keep the meeting going on without the host as well. So continue without host, that is also on, because you want the meeting be continued even if you are disconnected, the host is disconnected basically. The recording, that is automatically on. Fine. So ask job code, that is not required. In meeting chat, so that is your choice. So if sometimes that is also disturbing. So when there is a very important lecture going on, people keep on putting the messages into it, so that messages should be avoided. So we can keep this off, and we are clicking on save changes. So this is what basically required in meeting settings that you need to do. Nothing more is required. So I think we should not go much into this because that will make a complexity for us. Now we are going back again. Fine. So here again we have the options of host the meeting, join the meeting, right? We have already seen settings. So if you look at this invite, fine. So in invite, you can schedule the meeting. So for scheduling the meeting, you have this page over here in which I keep schedule as you can kept subject, right? So I write capacity building program day 2, demonstration about free conference call. I have kept the subject. So I have kept the date as 7. So time you can keep as okay, we do it as 7:30 a.m. in the morning. So it will be for 30 minutes, or you can keep it for 6 hours. So keep it right. So you can keep any description. So this this meeting will explain how to use free conference call app. So this email, you can send the invitation through emails, like I am sending to myself, to some other people, right? So in this way you can put and as many email IDs. So you can copy to the host, and you can copy, you can save on the wall as well. We are coming to save. So this meeting to be repeated daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. So you can keep it over here, and you need to mention over here that I am not Robert. Fine. So then you know that it is always using where are the crosswalks. Oops, it was something wrong. Okay, so I'm done. So now uh, you want to copy to the clipboard or you want to invite by email, so that is your choice. So first we look at the copy to the clipboard. So clipboard has been copied, so I show you what has been copied. So this has been shown over here, in which subject is there, date and time is there, description is there, dialing number is there, so that you can copy and send the emails to all, right? So similarly, if I click on invite by email, so it will be sending the email, I guess. Okay, so this is how you can schedule the meeting. So even Google Calendar and Outlook plugin is also there, you can use for that. So now next is join meeting. So first we start with a host meeting, right? Join meeting is very easy, so I'm just showing you. So you should have the meeting ID with you. So you just click write the email ID like we used to use DAAPUP. So just put this and click over here. So you will be able to join the meeting. Then we are having the host the meeting. So when we are clicking on host the meeting, so you will be displayed with this page, and here there is a part of host online meeting. So again, it will be asking you for downloading that we already have. So we are not going for this, right? So we are hosting the meeting. Fine. So I'm going back. So I show you. So I click on host the meeting. Host the meeting. So it's still asking me to download. Okay, I will do that. Okay, I have installed the exe file. Because I think this is the first time I'm creating the account, so uh, that's why. So okay, it was already installed, so I just click on the exe file, and it has shown me my app, and it has started. So when I clicked on the host the meeting, so I am displayed with one screen in which I have been told to join with computer audio.
ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਸ਼ੇਅਰਿੰਗ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ ਫ੍ਰੀ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸ ਕਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਸੋ ਇਸ ਸੈਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਣ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਸ਼ੇਅਰਿੰਗ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ। ਜੋ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਫ੍ਰੀ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸ ਕਾਲ ਐਪ ਨੂੰ ਇੰਸਟਾਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ, ਉਹਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਆਈਕਨ ਆਪਣੇ ਡੈਸਕਟਾਪ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਬਣ ਚੁੱਕਿਆ ਹੈ। ਉਸ ਆਈਕਨ ਨੂੰ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਡਬਲ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕੀਤਾ ਤਾਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਇੰਟਰਫੇਸ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਓਪਨ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਲੌਗਇਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਪਏਗਾ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਲੌਗਇਨ ਜੋ ਮੈਂ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਥਰੂ ਮੈਂ ਲੌਗਇਨ ਕਰਾਂਗਾ। ਇਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਉੱਪਰ ਆਪਣਾ ਯੂਜ਼ਰ ਨੇਮ ਐਜ਼ ਈਮੇਲ ਭਰਿਆ। ਫਿਰ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਫ੍ਰੀ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸ ਕਾਲ ਦੇ ਅਕਾਊਂਟ ਨੂੰ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਪਾਸਵਰਡ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਸੀ, ਉਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਾਸਵਰਡ ਭਰੋਗੇ। ਪਾਸਵਰਡ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰ ਭਰ ਕੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲੌਗਇਨ 'ਤੇ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕਰੋਗੇ। ਜਦੋਂ ਲੌਗਇਨ 'ਤੇ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੁਝ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਕ੍ਰੈਡੈਂਸ਼ੀਅਲਸ ਗਲਤ ਐਂਟਰ ਕਰਤੇ, ਸੋ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕ੍ਰੈਡੈਂਸ਼ੀਅਲਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਤੋਂ ਭਰ ਕੇ ਲੌਗਇਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੜੇਗਾ। ਸੋ ਹੁਣ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਤੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਠੀਕ ਪਾਸਵਰਡ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਲੌਗਇਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ। ਲੌਗਇਨ ਕਰਨ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖੋਗੇ ਕਿ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਇੱਕ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਓਪਨ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੋ ਆਪਸ਼ਨਸ ਦਿਖ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ, ਇੱਕ ਹੋਮ ਦਾ ਅਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਫਾਈਲ ਵਾਲਾ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਹੋਮ 'ਤੇ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕਰਾਂਗਾ। ਹੋਮ 'ਤੇ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕਰਨ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਦੋ ਆਪਸ਼ਨਸ ਨੇ, ਈਦਰ ਮੈਂ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਹੋਸਟ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਨੂੰ। ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਸ਼ੇਅਰਿੰਗ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਰਾਈਟਸ ਦੇਣਾ, ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਹੋਸਟ 'ਤੇ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕਰਾਂਗਾ। ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਹੋਸਟ 'ਤੇ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕੀਤਾ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਪ੍ਰੋਂਪਟ ਕਰੇਗਾ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਐਜ਼ ਆਡੀਓ। ਸੋ ਨਾਰਮਲੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਡਿਸਪਲੇ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਯੂਜ਼ਿੰਗ ਕੰਪਿਊਟਰ ਆਡੀਓ, ਜਾਂ ਮੋਬਾਈਲ 'ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਯੂਜ਼ਿੰਗ ਮੋਬਾਈਲ ਡਾਟਾ ਔਰ ਵਾਈਫਾਈ। ਸੋ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਨਾ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਲੈਪਟਾਪ 'ਤੇ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਤਾਂ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਵਿਦ ਕੰਪਿਊਟਰ ਆਡੀਓ, ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕੀਤਾ। ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਿਊਟ ਬਟਨ ਹੈ, ਫॉर ਦਾ ਟਾਈਮਿੰਗ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਮਿਊਟ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ। ਇਸ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕਰਕੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਮਿਊਟ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਜੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੋੜ ਪਏਗੀ ਤਾਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕਰਕੇ ਅਨਮਿਊਟ ਕਰ ਦਾਂਗਾ। ਸੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਬਾਕੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਆਪਸ਼ਨਸ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਦਿਖਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਵਾਂ। ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ, ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਵੀ ਡਾਕੂਮੈਂਟ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਓਪਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਦਿਖਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਉਸ ਡਾਕੂਮੈਂਟ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਤੋਂ ਓਪਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਪਏਗਾ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਮੈਂ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਓਪਨ ਕਰ ਲੈਣਾ, ਲਾਈਕ ਇੱਕ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ PDF ਫਾਈਲ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਮੈਂ ਓਪਨ ਕਰ ਲਈ ਹੈ। ਉਸ PDF ਫਾਈਲ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਓਪਨ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ। ਹੁਣ ਵਾਪਿਸ ਮੈਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਸ਼ੇਅਰਿੰਗ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕਰਾਂਗਾ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਿ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਮਾਈ ਸਕਰੀਨ। ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਮਾਈ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ NCERT ਵਾਲੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇੱਕ PDF ਫਾਈਲ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਓਪਨ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ। ਇਸ 'ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਆਟੋਮੈਟਿਕਲੀ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਨਿਊ ਆਈਟਮਸ ਹੈ, ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਡੀਸਲੈਕਟ ਕਰ ਦਾਂਗਾ क्योंकि अदरवाइज जो मैं कोई होर डॉक्यूमेंट करांगा वो भी ऑटोमैटिकली इत्थे शेयर होना शुरू हो जाएगा। सो मैं इत्थे स्टार्ट शेयरिंग ते क्लिक कर लिया। स्टार्ट शेयरिंग ते जो मैं क्लिक किया तो तुसीं देखोगे कि PDF फाइल है जिहड़ी वो शेयर होनी स्टार्ट हो गई है। सो उस तो बाद तुसी जो भी अपना एक्सप्लेन करना चाहते हो वो तुसी इसनूं क्लिक करके एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हो। सो इस तरह जिहड़ा है वो एक्सप्लेन करके वो चलता रहेगा। तुसी अपना पूरा लैक्चर जिहड़ा है रिकॉर्ड कर लोगे। पूरा लैक्चर रिकॉर्ड करन तो बाद दैन अगेन यू विल गो बैक टू दिस फ्री कॉन्फ्रेंस कॉल और उत्थे शेयर स्क्रीनिंग बंद होगी, राइट। सो यू कैन स्टॉप द शेयर स्क्रीनिंग लाइक हेयर सिलेक्ट आइटम्स टू शेयर। मतलब जे मान लो एक डॉक्यूमेंट ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ शेयर करना बंद करता बट ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੋਰ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ शेयर करना चाहते हो ਤਾਂ ਉਸ दूसरे डॉक्यूमेंट ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ अनक्लिक करके ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੋਰ ओपन ਕੀਤਾ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ क्लिक करके और अप्लाई चेंजेस करके कर सकते हो। सो अदरवाइज जे ਤੁਸੀਂ अपना ਲੈਕਚਰ डिलीवर कर चुके हो तो स्टॉप शेयरिंग कर दो। सो एक तो ये चीज़ सी भी अब तुम शेयर कर रहे हो। दूसरा है कि ਲੈਕਚਰ रिकॉर्डिंग किवें करना है। सो ਇਹਦੇ भी सेम गल है कि ਇਹਦੇ सब तो पहला तुम जो भी डॉक्यूमेंट ओपन करना चाहते हो, सपोज मैं कहना कि आप वही सेम NCERT वाला ओपन कर लिया। पहले डॉक्यूमेंट ओपन कर लो। डॉक्यूमेंट ओपन करने तो बाद तुसी वापस उस स्क्रीन ते जाओ फ्री कॉन्फ्रेंस कॉल वाले ते, राइट। उसके उपर जाओगे तो तुसी रिकॉर्डिंग ओपन कर लो। सो इत्थे रिकॉर्ड का बटन दबोगे तो इत्थे जो ये ब्लू हो जाएगा रिकॉर्ड, इट मीनस रिकॉर्डिंग होनी स्टार्ट हो चुकी है। रिकॉर्डिंग स्टार्ट हो गई। रिकॉर्डिंग तो बाद तुसी की करोगे, जिहड़ा डॉक्यूमेंट तुसी शेयर किया है उस डॉक्यूमेंट के उत्ते जाके अपना जो भी लैक्चर बोलना चाहते हो, जिस तरह करना चाहते हो उसनूं तुसी अपना रिकॉर्ड कर सकते हो। रिकॉर्ड करने तो बाद अगेन यू विल गो बैक टू योर दिस फ्री कॉन्फ्रेंस कॉल पैनल और उत्थे तुसी अपनी रिकॉर्डिंग नूं बंद कर दो। पर रिकॉर्डिंग करन दे टाइम पे ये चीज़ का जरूर ध्यान रखना है कि जिहड़ा ये मैं म्यूट वाला बटन है ये ब्लू कलर का होना जरूरी है, क्योंकि मैं रिकॉर्डिंग कर रहा तो इसनूं मैं बंद कर दिता सी। पर जदों तुसी रिकॉर्डिंग करनी है लैक्चर की या तुसी बोलना है तो इसनूं क्लिक करके इस इत्थे ब्लू बटन आना चाहिए, ताई तुहाडी जिहड़ी आवाज़ है लोग सुन सकेंगे या तुहाडी रिकॉर्डिंग हो सकेगी। सो जदों तुहाडी रिकॉर्डिंग कंप्लीट हो गई, सो सिंपली तुसी इत्थे की करना है, लीव का बटन है, लीव के बटन को क्लिक करोगे तो इत्थे आ जाएगा कि डू यू वांट टू लीव द मीटिंग। सो इत्थे गएगा आप कहांगे येस वी वांट टू लीव द मीटिंग। मीटिंग नूं आपां लीव कर चुके हैं। सो मीटिंग नूं लीव किया। मीटिंग नूं लीव करदे ही इहने तुहानूं दिखा देना भी जिहड़ा तुसीं लैक्चर रिकॉर्ड किया सी वो किहड़े वैब लिंक के उत्ते अवेलेबल है। सो तुसीं उस वैब लिंक ते जाके उस रिकॉर्डिंग नूं डाउनलोड कर सकते हो। ओके, सो नाउ मैं दुबारा तो वापस आना कि आपां होस्ट कर रहे हैं, ठीक है। होस्ट दे विच स्क्रीन शेयरिंग करनी है। सो स्क्रीन शेयरिंग तुसीं किद्दां कर सकते हो उहदे बारे आपां गल करांगे। सो इहदे विच होस्ट करांगे। सब तो पहला मैं होस्ट करांगा। होस्ट करन तो बाद नाल जो भी तुहाडे पार्टिसिपेंट्स ने उस वो सारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स जिहड़े ने वो इसनूं ज्वाइन करांगे मीटिंग में, राइट। सो इसनूं आपां की कर सकते हैं ज्वाइन। सो सब तो पहला तो मैं होस्ट मीटिंग करन जा रहा हूं। मीटिंग नूं होस्ट करन तो बाद सो मीटिंग होस्ट हो चुकी है। सो हुण अपने को मीटिंग ID की है विशाल PUP। सो विशाल PUP नूं मैं ज्वाइन करांगा। सो जिहड़ा भी ज्वाइन कर रहा है उसनूं पता होना चाहिए कि तुहाडा मीटिंग ID की है। सो तुसीं मीटिंग ID विशाल PUP अपना ऐड करता। सो उन्होंने विशाल PUP मीटिंग ID के उत्ते जाके ज्वाइन कर लिया। सो जे तो किसी ने कोई मीटिंग पासवर्ड रखे हुआ है सो मीटिंग पासवर्ड भी रख सकते हो तुसीं। सो मीटिंग पासवर्ड रखने तो बाद तुसीं मीटिंग जिहड़े भी पार्टिसिपेंट्स ने वो ज्वाइन हो जाएंगे। सो लाइक मैं अपने मोबाइल तो ज्वाइनिंग करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ। सो एक होर सेम नाम तो मैं ज्वाइन करने की कोशिश कर रहा सी। सो सो सेम नाम तो आई थिंक जस्ट वेट या just wait for a sec। सो इत्थे तुसीं देखोगे कि एक होर जिहड़ा है पार्टिसिपेंट ज्वाइन कर चुके हैं। हुण इनका माइक ऑन है तो आपां इन्हां नूं पहलां सब तो पहलां क्योंकि डिस्टरबेंस होंदी है इस करके इन्हूं आपां म्यूट कर दिंदे आ। सो इत्थे तुहाडे कोल ऑप्शन है म्यूट करन दी। सो नाउ जिथे 3 डॉट्स आ रहे हैं सो इत्थे मूव करोगे 3 डॉट्स चले गए। जे इनके कॉल जाओगे तो जो 3 डॉट्स आ जाएंगे इन्हां नूं क्लिक करोगे तो तुहाडे कोल एक ऑप्शन डिस्प्ले होएगी स्विच प्रेजेंटर। सो स्विच प्रेजेंटर नूं क्लिक करोगे तो ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਸ਼ੇਅਰਿੰਗ ਦੇ ਰਾਈਟਸ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਸਫਰ ਕਰਨ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਪਾਰਟਿਸਿਪੈਂਟ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਦੇ ਦੋਗੇ। ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਤੇ ਸ਼ੋ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਮੇਕ ਅ ਸਿਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ, ਆਰ ਯੂ ਸ਼ੋਰ ਯੂ ਵਾਂਟ ਟੂ ਸਵਿਚ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟਰ। ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਯੈਸ, ਰਾਈਟ। ਸੋ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਯੈਸ ਨੂੰ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕੀਤਾ ਤਾਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਪਾਰਟਿਸਿਪੈਂਟ ਆਏਗਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਤੇ ਆਏਗਾ ਯੂ ਆਰ ਨੋਮੀਨੇਟਿਡ ਟੂ ਬਿਕਮ ਅ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟਰ, ਡਿਕਲਾਈਨ ਔਰ ਐਕਸੈਪਟ। ਸੋ ਉਹ ਪਰਸਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਐਕਸੈਪਟ ਨੂੰ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕਰੇਗਾ। ਐਕਸੈਪਟ ਨੂੰ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕਰਨ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਰਾਈਟਸ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਆ ਜਾਣਗੇ। ਸੋ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਆਪਸ਼ਨਸ ਦਿਖਣਗੀਆਂ ਉਸ ਨਾਮ ਦੇ ਅਗੇਂਸਟ ਉੱਥੇ ਸਟਾਪ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟਰ, ਰਿਕੁਐਸਟ ਕੰਟਰੋਲ, ਹੋਲਡ ਤੇ ਡ੍ਰੌਪ। ਸੋ ਸਟਾਪ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟਰ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਤਾਂ ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਉਹਨੇ ਐਕਸੈਪਟ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ। ਹੁਣ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਬ੍ਰੌਡਕਾਸਟ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਜੇ ਮੋਬਾਈਲ ਤੋਂ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਆਏਗਾ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਬ੍ਰੌਡਕਾਸਟ ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਆਏਗਾ ਕਿ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਸ਼ੇਅਰਿੰਗ। ਸੋ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜੇ ਤਾਂ ਲੈਪਟਾਪ ਤੋਂ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਤਾਂ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਪੈਨਲ ਆ ਜਾਏਗਾ, ਨੀਚੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਸ਼ੇਅਰਿੰਗ ਦੇ ਬਲੂ ਵਾਲਾ ਆ ਜਾਏਗਾ। ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕਰਕੇ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਸ਼ੇਅਰਿੰਗ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਉਵੇਂ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਸ਼ੇਅਰਿੰਗ ਕਰਨਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਦੇਗਾ। ਸੋ ਇੱਥੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਉਸਨੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰਨੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਤੀ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖੋਗੇ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਆ ਚੁੱਕੀ ਹੈ ਮੋਬਾਈਲ ਦੀ। ਹੁਣ ਉਸ ਮੋਬਾਈਲ ਦੇ ਬੇਸਿਸ ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਓਪਨ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ, ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਡਿਸਪਲੇ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਨੂੰ ਡਿਸਪਲੇ ਕਰਕੇ। ਸੋ ਲਾਈਕ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੀ ਪਾਰਟਿਸਿਪੈਂਟ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਰਾਈਟਸ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬ੍ਰੌਡਕਾਸਟਿੰਗ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤੀ। ਬ੍ਰੌਡਕਾਸਟਿੰਗ ਕਰਨ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੋਬਾਈਲ ਦਾ ਫਰਸਟ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਆ ਗਿਆ। ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਮੈਂ ਲਾਈਕ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਇਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਐਕਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਾਂਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਐਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਾ ਵਰਕਿੰਗ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਪੂਰੀ ਸਟਾਈਲ ਦਿਖੇਗਾ। ਸੋ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਮੋਬਾਈਲ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ, ਦੂਸਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ। ਹੁਣ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕੋਵਾ ਐਪ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਇੰਸਟਾਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ, ਕੋਵਾ ਐਪ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਡਿਸਪਲੇ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਸਾਰੀ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪਾਰਟਿਸਿਪੈਂਟ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਉਸਨੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਸ਼ੇਅਰਿੰਗ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਉਹ ਕਰੇਗਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਸਟਾਪ ਸ਼ੇਅਰਿੰਗ। ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਨੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਪ੍ਰੈਜੈਂਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਪੂਰੀ ਕਰ ਲਈ ਸਟਾਪ ਸ਼ੇਅਰਿੰਗ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਦੀ ਸ਼ੇਅਰਿੰਗ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਗਈ। ਹੁਣ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟਰ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਹੀ ਵਾਪਸ ਬਣ ਗਿਆ ਹੋਸਟ ਮਤਲਬ। ਔਰ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਤੇ ਦੇਖੋਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਸਵਿਚ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟਰ ਦੁਆਰ ਤੋਂ ਆ ਗਿਆ। ਇਟ ਮੀਨਸ ਕਿ ਉਹਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਸ਼ੇਅਰਿੰਗ ਉਹ ਬੰਦ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਵਾਪਸ ਆ ਚੁੱਕੀ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਸ਼ੇਅਰਿੰਗ ਹੈ ਜੇ ਮਲਟੀਪਲ ਪਰਸਨਸ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਮਲਟੀਪਲ ਪਰਸਨਸ ਨੂੰ 1 ਬਾਈ 1 ਆਪਾਂ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਸ਼ੇਅਰਿੰਗ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਸੋ ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਆਲਰੇਡੀ ਸੀਨ ਮੋਡ, 3 ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਮੋਡਸ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਵੈਬ ਕੰਟਰੋਲ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਦੇਖੇ ਸੀ। ਅਨਮਿਊਟ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸ, ਮਿਊਟ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸ, ਲੈਕਚਰ ਮੋਡ। ਅਨਮਿਊਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਭ ਨੂੰ ਅਨਮਿਊਟ ਕਰਨਾ, ਮਿਊਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਭ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਊਟ ਕਰਨਾ। ਸੋ ਅਨਮਿਊਟ ਤੇ ਮਿਊਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਕੋਲ ਰਾਈਟਸ ਹੋਣਗੇ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਊਟ ਤੇ ਅਨਮਿਊਟ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ। ਬਟ ਲੈਕਚਰ ਮੋਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਿਰਫ ਹੋਸਟ ਕੋਲ ਰਾਈਟ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਪਾਰਟਿਕੂਲਰਲੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਪਿਕ ਐਂਡ ਚੂਜ਼ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਮਿਊਟ ਜਾਂ ਅਨਮਿਊਟ ਕਰੇਗਾ। ਹੋਲਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਲਡ ਕਰਨਾ, ਲੌਕ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸ ਨੂੰ ਜਦੋਂ ਲੌਕ ਕਰਤਾ ਤਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ। ਔਰ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਆਨਸਰ ਸੈਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ 1 ਬਾਈ 1 ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਪੁੱਟ ਅਪ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਕਿਊ ਬਣ ਜਾਏਗੀ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੀ ਲੋਕੀ ਪੁੱਛਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਿਊ ਬਣ ਜਾਏਗੀ ਔਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਜਾਓਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਉਹ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਮਾਈਕ ਔਨ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਰਹੇਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਆਪਣਾ ਕੁਐਸਚਨਸ ਪੁੱਟ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ। ਸੋ ਇਨ ਦਿਸ ਵੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਲੈਕਚਰ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਰਿਕਾਰਡ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਬੜੇ ਸੁਖੇਲੇ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਸ਼ੇਅਰਿੰਗ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਸ਼ੇਅਰਿੰਗ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਸੋ ਬਾਕੀ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਫ੍ਰੀ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸ ਰਿਲੇਟਡ ਹੈ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਕੋਈ ਦਿੱਕਤਾਂ ਆਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਸਾਡਾ ਮੋਬਾਈਲ ਨੰਬਰ, ਈਮੇਲ ਆਈਡੀ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਅਵੇਲੇਬਲ ਹੈ। ਯੂ ਕੈਨ ਕਾਲ ਐਨੀ ਟਾਈਮ। ਸੋ ਨਾਓ ਆਈ ਐਮ ਲੀਵਿੰਗ this meeting that has been hosted. So in this way the meeting has been conducted और इस तरह आप meeting जड़ी है वो conduct कर सकते हैं। So thank you.
In this session I'll be explaining you how can you record your lecture through free conference call. It is very easy to record and you do not require any extra software for recording. So what you have to do is you have to basically host the meeting. So you are clicking on host the meeting. When you click on this host the meeting, so it will prompt you for joining with computer audio. So I'm clicking on the joining with computer audio and now I have posted the video. Fine. So here, when you are recording for lecture purposes, you need to be very careful that the mute is on. Not mute. Basically, I'm saying mic is on. It is not muted. because your voice will be recorded as lecture recording. So then it will be able to record if it is on. So here, before starting recording, you should open some presentation, Word file, PDF file, or whatever, if you want to deliver your lecture through this. So here, what I am doing is I am opening. Suppose this is the Word file that I'm going to open, and through this I will be explaining. So I will be starting with sharing the screen. So you can see over here that principles of this inheritance and variation, this I want to use for delivering my lecture. So I'm clicking check on this checkbox and then start sharing. Fine. So now it is sharing has been started. So now what I'm going back and clicking on this record, because basically I want to record it. So now what I'll do is I will click on this record. Now the recording, when this blue button will come, it means the recording has been started. Now I'm going back to this Word file, and now I start recording my lecture. So principles of inheritance and variation. First, we start with the definition of genetics, then we'll move to inheritance, then we'll move to variation and Mandel's experiment. So, in this way, you are browsing the file and you are talking about whatever you want to explain. And when you are finished with your lecture, so you are clicking on this record button. It means now the recording has been finished. Now you can leave the meeting. You have left the meeting. So do you want to leave the meeting? Yes, I want to leave the meeting. So when you have clicked on the leave the meeting, so the recording is available on this link. You are clicking on this link and you will be taken back on history and recordings, right? As you have shared the screen, so it is a HD recording. It takes time for preparing your recording. No doubt when it is prepared you will really see that it is highly clear and it's of very high quality. So no doubt it will take time for the compilation, but you need to be patient about that. So what you can do is while it is preparing, you can do any task, and when it is done, so here is a button of download. You can download. So number of options are there for the downloading. So MP3 option is also there. So you can download it through the MP3 also. So in this way, it is very easy to record your lecture through free conference call as well, because I don't want to confuse you with number of software recording. So it is a very simple way of recording the lecture through free conference call as well. So as you all are very familiar with this free conference call for joining the meeting, hosting the meeting, so now this is another way for recording your lecture as well. So by hosting the meeting and you are the only one in the meeting and just sharing the screen and clicking on the record button and then stopping the share screen and leaving the meeting. So in this way, the recording through the free conference call is also being done. So I will show you here history and recordings. And in history and recordings, this is already there. You can see this is the first file that is there. So because the video will be preparing, so it will take time. But this download is there, but presently it will show only that audio because it is preparing for video. So it will take time. So let's see what is record playback. So still it is preparing, so you will not get recording. So we will see later if it is prepared in this way. So then you can log out from here also, and this is how the recording is being done. Thank you very much. So now we were left with two these options in which we are having this preferences and leave option. So if you click on the preferences, so we are having the same things that we have already seen. So I will not be covering all. You can explore that also, but that does not require anything to be modified. So default will be fine. And last is this is leave option. Leave when it will if you are a host, then two options will be displayed. One, whether you want to leave the meeting or you want to end the meeting. So if you are leaving the meeting will be continued if you have left it. That doesn't matter. And if you are ending the meeting, then all the participants they will also be out of the meeting when you are clicking on the end meeting. So if I click on this end meeting, leave meeting, so it will display a box in which it has mentioned leave meeting. Do you want to leave the meeting? Yes or cancel. So if I click on, if you, by mistake you have done that, you can do cancel. Otherwise, if you actually want to do that, you click on yes. So now the meeting has been done. So in this way, the meeting has been hosted. So now with using that, if you want to click on join, so you will be prompted with three boxes: name, email ID, and the meeting you want to join. So if I click on name, so I put my name to be displayed in the list as Vishal Goel and email ID as vishal.pup@gmail.com, and then whatever the meeting ID I want to join, so I will be clicking on join. So when I have clicked on join, you can see it is doing the processing, and after that it is again shown the same kind of box to me that which type of audio I would like to use, so I will be keeping it as join with audio. So I have clicked on join with audio. So here again, because I am the speaker, I am not the speaker right now, so I will be making it on mute mode by clicking on this mic. Fine. So my video is already off, so I can make it on if required. So by clicking on this button, so I can invite the people. By invite the people means like simply suppose I click on this invite, again same kind of thing apply coming to me. So this line is important for me, so I can just copy it and send to my friends so they can also join this meeting. Attendees, so I can see the attendees, how many attendees are there. So but you can see I don't have any controls of muting it, locking it, unlocking it and all, so that will be with the host only. Fine. So I can search the participants, no doubt, if there are number of participants over here. Fine. So I have a filtered list, right? So you can filter the list like uh, who have done the like button, who have done raised hand, so that can be done. So this is I have joined over here. Fine. So that's why I'm being displayed over here. Reactions can be given attendees. So share screen is not displayed to me over here. So if the host will give me the rights for sharing the screen, the share screen option will be displayed to the participant. So I can have the preferences button, that is not much required, and leave. So now I would like to leave the meeting, so I click on yes when it is asking for leaving the meeting. So I have left the meeting. So in this way you can see that most of the options we have already explored over here, and that is not much required to be you know found. So now I'm just next I'll be showing you about the web controls, how to Yeah, so now we are looking at all the web controls. So I have already hosted the meeting by clicking on this host meeting. So I have hosted the meeting. So now we will be looking at all the web controls that are available through the website. So we have clicked on this freeconferencecall.com, and then I have logged in by my login credentials. We have created the account. So when we have created the account, we are displayed with this account dashboard. So this is the account dashboard that are displayed to us. So we have already seen how to host a meeting, how to join a meeting, how to invite, what settings need to be done. And this is the meeting ID that we have already seen. So this is all done. Now we are looking at all the top uh, tabs, what we can do with this. So first look at this profile in which you are having settings. You need not to do anything, and we have already seen as well. Payment info is not required, invoice history is not required. Then history and recordings, just come to that, what it displays over here. In the morning, since 7 o'clock, I'm doing 2 3 trials over here. So this will be all recordings at the background. So if you record something, so the recording options are there, and this is the download button that you can download. So if you click on this download button, let's see. So you have recorded an online meeting, so please select file to download. So audio file only. So this audio file has been generated. So after a while, so the video options will also be available. So because it is a high density recording, so it takes time for the compilation and to give back to you. So option will be displayed, and you can just download over here, right? And then this info, so you, if you want to keep this record forever, you can just write over here. You can keep the record by putting like testing, so you can come to know that what is this recording about, all about. And this I means that you can take the attendance of this meeting. Only audio who was speaking, so this is the person who was there in the meeting, online meeting. So who else were there in the online meeting? So everything will be like what type of service type they have used, video on for how much time, screen sharing for how much time, and who was that caller, right? So you can download as a PDF file, you can download as a CSV file, or it is an Excel file. So in this way, you can have, you can maintain your attendance as well over here, fine. So this is all about history and recordings. Now we are coming to the online meeting. So we know about host meeting, join meeting. So we have already seen invite. We have already seen that you can invite by clicking on the this schedule. We have already seen, right? Copy to the clipboard and invite by email. Support, I think that is not much required at this. Frequently asked questions are there that you can go through if you have any issues finding. So all these topics are covered in that. Support, community forum. Community forum means if you have something, questions to be asked, you can just ask those questions, and you can find out how you can resolve those. Fine. Then meeting wall. This is the important part that you should not miss out. First is meeting wall. So this is meeting wall, simply meeting wall that we have already seen. So I will show you. This is your meeting wall in which you will be getting the information regarding the meeting, in which you can click on post online, invite, help, whatever. Right. Next is web controls. That is the most important part when you are hosting the meeting. This is the meeting wall. Meeting settings we have already done, in which exit tones and recording options and all we have done. So entry and exit tones, announce caller count, display attendee list, wait for host, continue without host, recording, ask job code, in meeting chat. So we have already set all. Then there is an option of record. So I advise all not to use that app panel for the things that are available on this web control, because sometimes that hang up, but this web control will not hang up. So whenever you are hosting the meeting, you open both the things in parallel. So here, if you want to record the meeting, you click on this record and the meeting will start recording. Fine. So it will display recording has been started. You want to lock the meeting. Lock the meeting means that if 10 people, you want the 10 people to join, if they all have joined, so just lock the meeting so that no other person can enter in your meeting. Then you can, if I click on this lock the meeting, so meeting has been locked. I can unlock the meeting also, so I'm unlocking it. Hold, so for a while you can hold the meeting. Then again we have seen three type of options are there: mute, lecture, and question answer. If I click on this mute, so all the participants will be on muted mode, but they have the access of making their mute and unmute, their mic as mute and unmute. So if I'm clicking again, so all the participants will be unmuted. Fine. Now it's a lecture mode. Lecture mode means that only one person will be speaking at a time when you are clicking on lecture mode. So now I have the access, so even I will be having the access to make anyone mute or unmute. Now the participants do not have the right with them for making them unmute or mute. So because this control comes with me now, so whenever, suppose there are 1000 attendee list over here, so it is very difficult for me to find, like suppose I want to give the right to ABC person. So I will be selecting ABC person over here in the search box, and that ABC will come over here. As I don't have any, so ABC has not come over here. So I'm finding Vishal. So Vishal is already, because one person is there, so list will be displayed over here. So I'm clicking on lecture mode, so I can even I have I have come to the back's normal mode. So clicking again on the lecture mode. Then is the question answer session. When your lecture has been done, you can open the forum for question answering. So this is very good option over here. When you click on the question answer, so here question answer session queue will be generated. So the persons who are participating, they can raise their hand for the question answer session, and the queue will be generated. Just you click on this next button, next. So their mic automatically will get on and they can ask the question. Then when they are done, or you want to be very fast, you can keep on clicking on next till the queue is empty, or you can end the session of this QA session forcefully as well. So very good option is there. So in this is how you can manage your meeting. So from here you can, so whichever the active speakers are there, they will be displayed over here. In between, any person whose mic is on, so he or she can be displayed, will be displayed over here, and you can make their mic to mute mode by clicking on this. So here you will be clicking on stop meeting, so the meeting will be stopped. So in this way you can use the now you can see that recording is ready because we have clicked on recording. So recording file is available in your history and recordings. So this link is there where this is. You can click on copy to clipboard, or you can click on OK. So you can click on this web link also. If you are clicking on this web link, you can see that the recording page will be opened, and here you will be having the options of recording. So online meeting recording is the HD and everything it has, right? So when you click on this download button, so after a while you can just find out that online meeting will be displayed over here. Fine. So you can in this way you can go for downloading your recording of this file, so that now this will be available in this recording and history also. So this is the another, and here is the recording. So in this way you are able to find everything. Yeah, so I'll show you one more broadcaster. So sometimes you are playing the University Dhuni or something else. So you can just you can upload the MP3 files into the broadcaster by clicking on this upload, or the recordings of free conference call can be uploaded. So two things can be uploaded over here: recordings of the free conference call or the MP3 files. So MP3 files will be played back when you are clicking on 6. So suppose I am clicking on this broadcast. So now it is displaying whatever we have recorded over here. So it will be uh, all will be able to listen from here. So you can just search button is there, search you can done over here. So this is how you are doing. So example of this broadcast is available, like whenever we are starting the meeting, we are playing the University Dhuni. So I used to upload the University Dhuni into the accounts of this broadcast. So whenever I'm directed to play the University Dhuni, this broadcast page is separately opened with me in the separate tab of the browser. So I just find the University Dhuni and click on the broadcast along this University Dhuni uploading. So in this way, I have explained you all the options. So you can see the wall preferences also. So that is not much required. You need not to take any pains on this. So these can be done very easily. So it means now you can see here is a cross button to cross it. So now you have seen the all the preferences: wall, web control, broadcaster, and wall preferences. So this is all about free conference call through the app, as well as on the controlling through the website also. So this is all about free conference call. Now I will let you know that how to record the lecture through free conference call. That is the easiest way. So I'm coming to the next section about that how can we record. So I hope the screen is visible to all, the video is visible to all. Now I will be playing this video. So thank you very much for patient learning about the recorded video that I have displayed to you. Since morning I was recording the maximum components that I can cover about the free conference call, and whatever that is possible from my side. So still there is a scope that you can actually use the free conference call. So now I have been informed that in the YouTube chatting, the people are saying that give a brief introduction about OBS first. So let me show you how can we do that. So I will try to explain the very part. So what we can do is this is the browser. I think you are able to see the browser. Still it is not displayed in your screens. So I have shared this. Okay, so I think it is coming on. Yeah. So the browser has come. Now you are seeing that the blank address bar is there, where you can just search for OBS. You can see that OBS download. So you can download from OBS download, and here there is a website for downloading this OBS. So this is download OBS. Fine. So when you click on this download OBS, you are getting the options for downloading the OBS. So here you can download the OBS, like download installer is there, or download installer 32-bit. So you may start from with the download installer, and then it will give you the exe file. And after downloading this, so you can just install it by double clicking that exe file. And once it is installed, so then I move to the installed version of OBS with me. I have installed 32-bit with me, so I'll show you. I will share the OBS with you over here. So now I'm stopping the browser sharing, and now I'm sharing the OBS Studio with you. So I hope the OBS Studio is visible to all of you. Yeah, so OBS Studio is with you on your screens. So you can see the graphic user interface of this tool, in which you can see here there is a preview block and there is a program block. So preview block, whatever you are selecting to record, and a program that you are selecting, and preview is what you see over here. So the major thing when you start recording your lecture over here, this you can see at the bottom there is an option of sources, right? So here sources means whatever you want to record, what you want to capture in it. So if I say that I want to capture to demonstrate about this pre-conference call window, so here that capturing will be done. Fine. So what you will do is, what I'm doing is I'm deleting all these because I do not require these. So I have deleted all these window capturing from here. So here is a plus button that you are looking at the bottom. So when I click on this plus button, so I'll be showing only one feature over here that will be mostly useful. So this is window capture 3. Fine. So so you can see over here that it has popped me up a window in which I'll be selecting what I want to record. So here there is a window label over here. So in window you can just search, select what do you want to show. So I'll be selecting whatever the open windows are there, so they will be listed down. So here I will be selecting Microsoft PowerPoint. So I have selected Microsoft PowerPoint. So this Microsoft PowerPoint image will be coming over here. So I click over OK over here. So you can see that the Microsoft PowerPoint, what is already opened with my system, it is displayed over here. So if you click on the transition over here, so now it will come over here. So it means now it is ready for recording. So PowerPoint presentation and recording. So now these are the components from where you will start recording. So in the streaming part, already Dr. Josen has in the morning lecture explained you about the streaming. So streaming is not the preview of this recording. So here there is an option of start recording. Okay. So because before going to that, I will show you about the settings part. So settings you do not require much, but here there is an option of hotkeys, right? So hotkeys you require only 2-3 components. So when you want to start recording, you require some shortcut keys to you. So you can, according to your choice, you can just select the starting recording shortcut keys. Like I have set over here Control L, stop recording Control M, pause recording Control O, unpause recording Control U. So why we need to set all these symbols? Because in between your recording should not be interrupted, and whatever you are recording, this screen should not come in between. So when you have gone to the PowerPoint presentation to start recording, you just click on Control L and the recording will be started over here. When you have done with your lecture recording, you will be pressing Control M and the recording will be stopped. And in between, if you want to take a break, right? So you want to think something and then you can move ahead. So you can press Control O, then the recording will be paused, not stopped, but it will be paused. And then again you want to restart, not I'm saying restart, but continue with the recording. So you will be pressing Control U, so it will unpause the recording and the recording will be started from where you have left. So this is very important and you can set according to your choice as well. So rest are not much important, but control audio is see mic, auxiliary audio too. So there are number of things that they are saying enable. So I have enabled only auxiliary audio as mic as auxiliary audio. So rest of the things I have disabled over here.
So now I'm clicking on OK over here. Fine. So now I'm going back to the presentation. Okay, so I have chosen this. So I have make it in a PowerPoint presentation. So let's go back and see. Okay, window capture. I am capturing again. So here it was the window. So now it is a slideshow. So I have selected slideshow over here. Now I'm going back to the slideshow what I have opened. So here it was. So let me check. I forgot what settings were there for the hotkeys. So it was Control L and Control M. Fine. So I have gone to the PowerPoint. Control L. So I click on Control L. It means my recording has been started at the background in the OBS. So now I will be browsing on the various slides over here and whatever I want to speak. So for how long I want to speak, so you just keep on speaking for and browsing with your presentation. So I have moved the presentation. So now I'll be going back. No, I don't want to go back because so wherever I was speaking, so I can Control L was there to start, Control M is there for stopping. So at the presentation only I have stopped. So here you can see that start recording is coming because when we have clicked on Control L, it has started. So let me start again to show you. So I have pressed Control L. Fine. So I'm going back to that screen. You can see that stop recording has come over here. It means the recording has been started. Fine. So now I'm going back over here and I'm pressing Control M. So you can see over here that the recording has been stopped and now the start recording is coming over here. Now it means the recording has been done. Now file and show recordings. And you can see the show recordings. So here this is a recording. I'm clicking on this and show. So this is the recording displayed over here what we have done. So this is how the recording has been done in OBS. It's so simple, right? But the important part I just want to show over here is you can see over here is audio mixer. So when you are recording something, so see this mic or auxiliary and desktop audio. Because you are speaking something for the recording, so this should be on and here this mic should be off. Desktop audio should be off. So that's why I have clicked on this. So now both are on. So I want only the mic to be on. So I'm clicking on this, it will disable and now my mic is on and this is only recording. So this is how you can record your videos using OBS. So rest of number of things are there that are not very much important and required. So you can just go for it. So this is how you have recorded your video. So I think now you are able to understand when meeting is going on, can we change settings like lecture mute, etc. So Sharmila ma'am has asked, when meeting is going on, can we change the settings like lecture mute, etc. So yes, because okay, so we are done with this OBS. Okay, fine. So now I am closing this and now I am answering the question has asked by Dr. Sharmila. Going back to my browser part. Fine. So I don't know. Yeah. So here is the browser. So here you have the web controls. So from here, lecture mode, you have three options. You can toggle in between. So mute to lecture, lecture to mute. So that is your own choice. Fine. So now I'm moving forward with the last part of this presentation, in which I'll be explaining you about the e-resources very fastly because I want I think you are aware, but I will just give a quick recap of all the e-resources that are made available by the Ministry of Human Resource and Development. So these resources should be reused by you all, so that in future you should reuse them, and rather than making your own resources, so better you use the resources that are already available and emphasize on only these resources and doubt clearing sessions. So now e-resources, I think the website, the screen is coming or not? So, is the screen visible or not? No, I don't think so. It's visible. It's not coming. Just wait for a sec. So the YouTube channel live, I think on streaming, yeah. So I think the screen has come on streaming also. So now I'll be starting with, just wait, I think it will be coming. Just hold on. Yeah. Yeah, the screen has come. So now I'll be quickly going forward. So this is the website through which you can just have a look on the ICT initiatives taken by the MHRD. So this is the website of NME ICT where you can find out all the mission statements and all. So I'll not be going through the mission statements, so that you can just read out. So these are the 3 mission statements governed by this NME ICT MHRD. So these are the mission statements: interactive multimedia content, high-speed connectivity, low-cost access devices, and direct-to-home educational channels. That is 32 Swayam Prabha channels that have been given. So now these are the objectives of the mission that I'll be forwarding. So Sakshat is the mission under the NMACIT. Then this is the introduction that I'll not be coming. So this is One India Digital Platform, a gateway for all the learners. So where everything is given to you, starting from the school to the university life. So it is covering schools, undergraduate, postgraduate, and other online learning platforms. So if you talk about the schools, so Swayam is there, Swayam Prabha channels are there, NDLI, it is National Digital Library of India, Spoken Tutorials, and Nishtha. So under so becoming, so this is for the schools in which senior and senior secondary NIS is taken care of that. Then this is Virtual Open School website. This is open education resources for schools only by the Swayam. So this is the radio that has been started by the MHRD for the school. So this is NCERT by ePathshala. So this is for the school students. This is NCERT e-books that are available 1 to 12. So under diksha.com, diksha.gov.in, and for specially able children also under this Diksha, the very resources are coming shortly. So this is for senior secondary and senior schools given by the CBSE. So, so then Swayam Prabha channels are there. So we already used to say. So we used to find the solution for the rural students that do not have the smartphones, that do not have the internet connectivity. So Swayam Prabha channel is there. So we need to begin from these channels that what are the subjects that are covered under this Swayam Prabha channel, and what is the schedule of the telecast of the channels for our students. So we should inform them that this is the time, this is the channel number, and this is the topic that will be covered. So that exercise we need to do so that the rural students also can get benefit of the e-resources. So these are the e-resources for the schools under NDLI, that is National Digital Library of India. So this is spoken tutorials for the students also. So this is the Nishtha again for the school students. So these are for the undergraduate students like Swayam, Swayambhava channel, NDLI, spoken tutorials, POSSE, free open source software system, eYantra, eShodh Sindhu, virtual labs for conducting the labs, Shodh Sindhu, Samarth and Badal. Badal is basically cloud. So cloud space is also given free. So this is Swayam. Swayam is covering engineering, non-engineering and certificate and diploma courses that is governed by the IGNOU. So this is about Swayam. So Swayam is covering school education, out of school education, undergraduate education and postgraduate education. So here we have CEC e-content, EPG Pathshala, NPTEL engineering media content, spoken tutorial, talk to a teacher and a view virtual classroom. So this is for the engineering students, that is NPTEL. You can just go to the website nptel.ac.in. Plus lot of courses are available on this and very high quality education is provided. So UGC MOOCs are there. If you go to the ugcmoocs.infilibnet.ac.in, so you will be finding PG courses and UG courses. All have the lot of videos available for those. Then egyankosh.ac.in. This is governed by the Swayam under IGNOU. Swayam Prabha channels are there. swayamprabha.gov.in. swayamprabha.gov.in. You can just find out the sources. So this is for schools and colleges. So spoken tutorials. Then Badal. Badal, this is cloud that is given by free of cost under NME ICT. You can just, students can get benefit out of it. Even teachers can get benefit out of it. Then CEC e-content component is there. So these are some of the components of CEC. So this is channel, Vyas channel that is run. So this is how you can just apply for the MOOCs course also. So this is the MOOCs plan. So then under the MOOCs you have Swayam, Swayam Prabha, NME ICT, UGC MOOCs and PG MOOCs. So these are the MOOCs undergraduate courses, arts and culture, social science, management, vocational science and technology and lot more. So this is the database management system that I have recorded under CEC and available online over here. So now for the PG also the CEC MOOCs courses are available. Swayam Prabha channels are also there. So then CEC open education resources are there. So this is skill initiative classes are also available. Curriculum classes are also available in CEC. So then we have open education resources are also there. So OE beyond the classroom, concepts are explained beyond the classroom. So these are for the postgraduate courses that are the same ones, but they are the postgraduate material available. So categories are same. So it is EPG Pathshala. So then we are moving to the student corner. Then these are the screenshot of the student corner. So NPTEL components. So NPTEL covered open online course, proctored exam and the certificate. So these are the screenshots for those. So NPTEL open courses cover discussion forums, certificate exam, assignments, hangouts, course content and input from the faculty and the TAs, teaching assistants. So I will not be able. So this is the recording that was done at EMRC Punjabi University Patiala. For the introduction of the cyber law course, I have recorded for the. So I will not going much into detail. So just showing you very fastly on this. So this is assessment given on that, discussion forums, this is online course portal, this is the programming assignments, certification process, type of courses, half semester, full semester, 10 hours, disciplines are covered like humanities, management, engineering and sciences. Then Sakshat content is there under spoken tutorials. So you can go to the website of spoken-tutorial.org. So you have covered this. So then we have talk to teacher started by the IIT Bombay, in which all the lectures are recorded and placed on the website. You can talk to the teacher, you can see whatever has been recorded inside the class. So this is eKalpa. Then eAcharya is there. Then under eAcharya you will find a lot of material. Vidya Mitra is there. About Vidwan is also there. Then eLearn, Tari University also there. Environment sciences covered over under this. Then Sakshat, IIT Bombay X. So you can cover, this is NPTEL, swayam.gov.in NPTEL. So these are the screenshots that have taken. ERP is also given by free of cost under the name of SMART. So for full university and the colleges, you can just get free of cost SMART ERP from the MHRD. So number of software and applications. AView, this is the interactive e-learning world that has been developed by the Amrita University and AView. So this is also very good platform. You can just go through that. So then FOSSEE is their free open source software in education. So these are the Scilab, Python, eSIM, OrJAD, DWSIM, OpenFOAM and all. So these are available. So I'm Prabhar there. So you just go through these. I'm moving very fast because we are very short of time. So just you can go through all these available on the MHRD and MEIST. So you can just go through all these slides of SWAYAM and NPTEL. Then another tablet was Akash tablet, low cost devices, virtual labs are there, eYantra for robotics in higher education, ERP mission, pedagogy project, NDL, National Digital Library, Diksha for teachers, our heroes, so train the teachers. So this, you can see Punjab University has taken MOOCs as compulsory course in their curriculum. Virtual labs, so labs can be conducted virtually through vlab.co.in. So NDL, so a lot of information is available on this NDL National Digital Library. So just go through this website ndl.iitkgh, that is iitkharagpur.ac.in. So this is about National Digital Library of India. So this is Shodh Shuddhi, again Shodh Shuddhi. So this is eShodh Sindhu. Then IRNS, Indian Research Information Network System, so expert data available on this website. Then these are the ongoing websites, so you can just go through the online learning platforms also displayed onto your screen. So these are the important links to explore. So I think so most of the cover I have covered fastly over here. So now it is the time. I hope you all have enjoyed the 2-day session today. So let me check our authorities are available for the valedictory session. So yeah, now I am giving the access rights to Dr. Ashok Malik, who is the Director Planning and Monitoring of our university, and now he would like to share very good resources along with you to give you the knowledge about what research is and how you can get the projects and all. I now request Dr. Malik to please continue with your presentation. Dr. Malik. Dr. Malik. Dr. Malik.
Yes.
Sir, I think I have given you the screen sharing rights.
Start. It's taking time little.
No, now it's available, sir. It's displayed. So can you make it very short so that because already we are getting late.
Okay. Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Professor B.S. Gumanji, Professor Batraji, our Dean Academic Affairs, Professor Goel Saab, and Professor Josen. This is a great start of the e-learning center in our university. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor said that the education must be friendly and we should teach in a friendly way, and it should be very cost effective. Now e-learning is very cost effective, and it costs very less as compared to the classroom teaching, and Another important advantage is, can you listen to me? Hello? Hello?
हाँ जी डॉक्टर साहब, हाँ जी।
Do you listen to me? Can you listen to me? Can you listen?
Yes डॉक्टर साहब।
Can I start?
हाँ जी प्लीज सर प्रेजेंटेशन अपनी स्टार्ट करो।
Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor Goman Saab, and Professor Batraji, our Dean Academic Affairs, and Professor Goel, Deputy Director of the E-Learning Center, Professor Johnson. It is a great pleasure for us to know that under the dynamic Professor Goman, our Vice Chancellor, this e-learning program is started at our university, and this center has been created. The main purpose of this center is to provide the friendly environment for education to the students and effective teaching to the students who are at a very far away. I would like to say that as we were discussing yesterday that internet is not available in the rural areas of Punjab. I would like to say that in Punjab the internet is available to the maximum, and it is not available in main of the cities of some of the cities rural areas of Assam and northeast where there is low internet consumption. But in Punjab, Haryana, Himachal, in rural areas there is a very good consumption of internet. And I would like to say I have found the data that 72% of the Indian population, that is approximately 139 million population, is using the internet, and out of that 50%, 57% of the population is the rural, 57% population is the rural people who are using this internet. So this, not only this, we can start many e-learning, e-lectures from abroad, and the lectures not only available done at once, they can be repeated again and again for by the students for learning, and we can say that unless and until they follow the lecture completely, they can listen and they can use those lectures, and means they can completely utilize the benefit of the delivered lectures. Whereas in case of classroom teaching, it is very difficult because the time period is not available for the teacher by the students, also for the students for an exhaustive discussion. But though we discuss our problems with the students discuss all the problems, but the whole lecture cannot be repeated. So in their free time, the students can repeat their lectures again and again and get the maximum benefit out of the delivered lecture to their best benefit. So it is a great benefit for the students, and this will be a boon for our university if we develop this center in a very big way, that we can collaborate with foreign universities. Science lectures or other lectures can also be easily arranged, and the students will be greatly benefited. For this purpose, I am very happy that our Honorable Vice Chancellor has guided us to take this initiative, and I hope that under his dynamic leadership, this will be a great vaccine for us to cover the loss uh, going the loss which is occurring to our education. But but I am hopeful that we will cover all the syllabus and other things in time. Though there are some difficulties, like in sciences, the practicals and other things cannot be completely covered, but demonstrations and other things can be done, and whenever the situation will improve, these things can be done easily. So this is a great thing, and I thank Professor Batraji and Professor Goel for taking this initiative, and I hope that it will be very beneficial for our students and the leadership of our worthy Vice Chancellor. Thank you very much. Hello.
Thank you, Professor Ashok Malik, Director Planning and Monitoring, Punjabi University, Patiala. So thank you for your informative remarks. So now I request Professor G.S. Batraji. So Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir has joined us of session, but we requested him to kindly give the concluding remarks. We are really thankful that Honorable Vice Chancellor Sahab has spared the time for concluding remarks for this workshop. So now I request Honorable Vice Chancellor Sahab to kindly give their concluding remarks for this 2 days capacity building program. Sir. Vice Chancellor.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. You are
Hello?
audible. Yes, sir. Anji, yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay, fine. सब तो पहले मेरे सत्कारित सारे कोलीग्स लीव मैं जी हाँ क्योंकि टाइम मुंह बचाने की कोशिश कर रहे विद्यार्थी YouTube ਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੇ ਹੋਏ ਹੈ ਮੈਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਤਹਿ ਦਿਲੋਂ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਬਤਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੇ ਹੋਏ ਡੀਨ ਅਕੈਡਮਿਕ ਮਲਿਕ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੇ ਹੋਏ ਹੈ DPM ਵਿਸ਼ਾਲ ਗੋਇਲ ਜੋਸਨ ਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਦੇਖ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਡੀਨ ਫੈਕਲਟੀ साक्षी एंड ऑल अदर्स इन्हां सारे कोलीग्स नूं मैं तह दिलों जी आया आखदा हाँ ते नाल मेरे कोलीग YouTube ਤੇ जुड़े हुए उन्होंने मैं जी आया आखदा हाँ सब तो पहले मैं सेंटर फॉर ई लर्निंग एंड एक्सीलेंस ऑफ टीचिंग के डायरैक्टर भी ने तह दिलों इन्हों ते इन्हां दी टीम नूं खास करके विशाल गोयल ते डॉक्टर जोसन जुड़ के नाल ये 2 रोज़ा कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग प्रोग्राम ऑर्गेनाइज किया है न्यूली सैटअप सेंटर फॉर ई लर्निंग एंड एक्सीलेंस इन टीचिंग जिद्दां कि आपां कल ते आपस च विचार वटांदरा कर रहे हैं कल भी विचार वटांदरा किया सारा दिन अज सारा दिन विचार वटांदरा किया ਜਾਂ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਪੀਰੀਅਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁਜ਼ਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਉਹ ਬੜਾ ਚੈਲੰਜਿੰਗ ਫੇਜ਼ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਦਾ, ਬੜਾ ਟਰਬੂਲੈਂਟ ਟਾਈਪ ਆਫ ਪੀਰੀਅਡ ਹੈ, ਬੜਾ ਅਨਪ੍ਰੈਡਿਕਟੇਬਲ ਪੀਰੀਅਡ ਹੈ। ਮੈਂ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਤਾਂ ਇਸ COVID-19 ਦੇ ਫੇਜ਼ ਚੋਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੜਾ ਸੰਕਟਮਈ ਫੇਜ਼ ਹੈ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਗੁਜ਼ਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਇਸ ਮੌਕੇ ਤੇ ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਚੀਫ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ, ਆਨਰੇਬਲ ਚੀਫ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਕੈਪਟਨ ਅਮਰਿੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਹੋਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਫਤਿਹ ਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਾਰ-ਬਾਰ ਜ਼ਿਕਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਉਹਦੇ ਤਹਿਤ ਮੇਰੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੁਰਜੋਰ ਗੁਜ਼ਾਰਿਸ਼ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰੋਨਾ ਵਾਇਰਸ ਤੇ ਫਤਿਹ ਪਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਹਦਾਇਤਾਂ ਦਾ ਤਹਿ ਦਿਲੋਂ ਪਾਲਣਾ ਕਰੀਏ, ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਡਿਸਟੈਂਸਿੰਗ ਨੂੰ ਪਾਲਣਾ ਕਰੀਏ, ਮਾਸਕ ਪੱਕੇ ਮਾਸਕ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਪਾਈਏ। ਮੈਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਬਹੁਤ ਘੱਟ ਲੋਕੀ ਮਾਸਕ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਡਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਹੈ, ਸਾਡੀ ਸੁਸਾਇਟੀ ਦਾ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਬਾਰ-ਬਾਰ ਹੱਥ ਧੋਈਏ ਤੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਜਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਇਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਵਧਾਉਣ ਵਾਲੀਆਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਕਿ ਆਪਸ਼ਨਸ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਆਪਸ਼ਨਸ ਵੀ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਡਾ ਉਹ ਪੱਖ ਹੈ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਤੇ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਤਵੱਜੋ ਦੇਈਏ, ਉਸਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਧਰਮ ਮੰਨ ਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਬੜੇ ਜਲਦੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਨਿਕਲ ਸਕਦੇ। ਜਿੰਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਵਾਇਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਉਨੀ ਦੀ ਡਿਊਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੋਏਗੀ, ਉਨੀ ਇਹ ਮਹਾਮਾਰੀ ਹੋਰ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਫੈਲੇਗੀ। ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹੀ ਗੁਜ਼ਾਰਿਸ਼ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਫਤਿਹ ਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਤਹਿ ਦਿਲੋਂ ਉਹਦੀਆਂ ਹਦਾਇਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣਾ ਪਾਰਟ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫੋਲੋ ਕਰੀਏ। ਦੂਸਰਾ, ਆਪਾਂ ਜਿਵੇਂ 2 ਦਿਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਵਟਾਂਦਰਾ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ,
आवाज ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਰ ਬਹੁਤ ਬ੍ਰੇਕੇਜ ਹੈ। So I think there is a problem of internet over there. So now I request Dr. Satinder to kindly present the vote of thanks, and then we will conclude the capacity building program.
Well, sir, presentation.
Hello. Yeah, Dr. Satinder. हाँ जी सर, audible sir. Dr. Satinder. जी सर. Yeah, please present the vote. Yeah, audible. May start, sir. Good afternoon, honorable Vice Chancellor sir, Professor. मैं दोबारा जुड़ sorry for interruption भी ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਨਲਾਈਨ ਲਰਨਿੰਗ ਹੈ ਇਹਦੀ ਇਹੀ ਇੱਕ ਲਿਮਿਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਜੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਾਰ-ਬਾਰ
ਫੇਸ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਟੈਕਨੋਲੋਜੀ ਹਲੇ ਉਨੀ ਰਿਲਾਇਬਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਮੈਂ हेलो 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 हेलो
हाँ जी
हेलो
सर मैं विशाल साहब मैं गुजारिश करांगा कि काइंडली
हाँ जी हाँ मैं 2 मिनट च बस अपना कंक्लूड करन लग्या
जी सर
क्योंकि इत्थे सिग्नल दी प्रॉब्लम जिथे मैं हैगा मैं जो कहन जा रहा सीगा भी ਜਿਹੜਾ पोस्ट कोविड पीरियड है ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ भी ਸਾਨੂੰ ऑनलाइन लर्निंग ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ डिपेंड करना पएगा। इस करके ਸਾਨੂੰ ऑनलाइन लर्निंग ਦੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ इंस्टीट्यूशन है ਇਹਨੂੰ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਡਿਵੈਲਪ ਕਰਨਾ ਪਏਗਾ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ऑनलाइन लर्निंग ਦੇ ਮੋਡਸ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਰਿਲਾਇਬਿਲਿਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇੰਪਰੂਵ ਕਰਨਾ ਪਏਗਾ। तीसरा जी टेक्नोलॉजी जो रिलेटेड टेक्नोलॉजी
डॉक्टर Stinder
जी सर
So I think some disturbance is there at the end of the Vaishnav. Kindly can you conclude the program?
जी सर
Present about time.
गुड आफ्टरनून ऑनरेबल वाइस चांसलर हेलो हाँ जी ऑडिबल सर हाँ जी विशाल सर ऑडिबल
Sir audible है जी please.
Okay. Good afternoon, Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Professor G.S. Suman ji, Dean Academic Affairs Professor G.S. Batra ji, Registrar and Dean Colleges Professor Yogaraj ji, Professor Ashok Malik ji. It has been a great opportunity for the team to serve the University of E-Learning Teaching Excellence Center that has been inaugurated by Vice Chancellor yesterday. In these 2 days capacity building program, we have been enhancing and we are trying to enhance the knowledge and the skills of our university teachers so that they can teach our students online. Yesterday, Professor Vishal talked about flipped classroom and the Dr. Gurpreet Joshan ji, they have given a demonstration about Moodle platform that we have been using since March 2020. Today again, Dr. Gurpreet talked about Moodle and the interactive videos that has been liked by the audience. In the afternoon session, Professor Vishal talked about how to use the freeconference.com, OBS, and that has been again demonstrated by the Professor Vishal. He also talked about the e-resources of the MHRD. During these 2 days capacity building program, the number of suggestions that has been given by the Vice Chancellor Sir,
regarding how to make the system simple and how we can make it user friendly. Similarly, Professor Yogaraj, he has also talked about how to keep in touch with the students and how we can teach to the students belonging to the rural area. Overall, the program has been a great success, and keeping in mind the suggestions, the e-learning center team would try their best to make a benchmark for the other institutions. I would like to thank to all the participants who have been with us to enhance their knowledge, skills, and getting ready to start the new sessions. We are thankful to the faculty deans, the department heads. So without taking more time, the e-learning center team is thankful to all the participants, all the authority members who are with us for their direct and indirect supports. As far as for any technical issues, any supports, the team is there for 24/7. So I'm thankful to all the participants, all the persons who have been with us since last 2 days. Over to Professor Vishalji, please.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Stender. So first, very important announcement for all of you that feedback form has been given to you in the live chat. So link is there. So kindly fill that form. On the basis of that, only e-certificates will be given to you. And Honorable Vice Chancellor sir is already joined again. So I request if you can just.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Vishal Goyal. I have to make only 2-3 quick observations because I have no idea so long I will be connected with the group. First of all, I congratulate the team for taking this initiative, and these 2 days capacity building program I think has thrown up new ideas, new issues, and also difficulties and constraints which we may confront while we are switching over 100% to online learning. Therefore, the first is that our first attempt of the center should be to overcome the difficulties, constraints, limitations. So far online learning modes are concerned, difficulties, constraints and limitation may be confronted by the teacher as well as students, also related technologies. Therefore, the first expectation from this center is to ease those difficulties, limitations and constraints. Ease of doing e-learning, ease of doing business. Let this university coin a concept, ease of e-learning, ease of doing e-learning, delivering e-learning. Let us become the first institution in this region. So far, e-learning is concerned as a mode of delivery. That's my first expectation from this center. Second, this center will get lot many inquiries, questions. Therefore, you should develop frequently asked questions as well and their possible answers, so that if anybody has an idea or doubt in his or her mind, if you have listed all those frequently asked questions and the answers, I think that you can do a good service to the society, good service to teacher and good service to say students. And my third is that I listened to Professor Goyal yesterday and Dr. Joseph today, that in your presentation you have given us the package as a whole. Now in the next capacity building program, you should concentrate more on e-learning only, and examination we can take care of later on. Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. See, what I'm suggesting now, let us prioritize, because we are starting our session on 1st of next month. Therefore, now let us prioritize e-learning mode only. That how we can deliver our syllabi on e-learning through e-learning mode, let us firstly concentrate on this. Once we have made it free from all limitation deficiencies, then in the second round we can have another workshop, another capacity building program, internal evaluation. Once it's over, then we can go to say external examination or terminal examination. It was an overview type of a capacity building program. Now let us become more specific. In this sense, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4 in our entire academic calendar. And this way, if you are organizing yourself, I think your effectiveness will improve considerably. Rather than giving all those things in one package, give us in small packages. Small packages which are of immediate use, and Vishal and Dr. Jason do organize hands-on experience sessions. That your next session, your next workshop should be that you speak less to do hands-on experience. Give them the exercise, let them do the hands-on experience, learn by doing. That until and unless we take this this center to that stage that that the resource person has spoken, then learn by they will internalize everything. Once they have internalized everything, they would be enjoying this process. They will be delivering this process. Therefore, we have made a good beginning, but destination is far off, and you have to work regularly and be in touch with teacher and students, get their feedback, and have very good hand holding, step by step. There are generation of teachers, teachers of my generation, teacher next to my generation, and young teachers, and so on and so forth. Therefore, every generation has its own limitation and deficiency. You have to design your package like we have Dr. Satinder and Dr. Batra with us in marketing. Then segmentation, market segmentation. Here, beneficiaries are segmented. Therefore, you have to design sometime special program for a specific segment of beneficiaries. Rural area students, you have to design a separate package for them. A teacher of my generation, you have to design a separate program for them. Therefore, you have to now go to the market segmentation, that strata wise. See what I'm saying, that overall your delivery should be all inclusive, your service should be all inclusive. All types of teacher and students should be the beneficiary of your center. Now this is our dream project. If you deliver as per our dream, I think you will make a distinct presence in the country so far e-learning modes are concerned. Congratulations to the team as a whole. Congratulations to the beneficiaries who are attached with this. Congratulations to all the deans who were present yesterday and who are present today. Actually, we people make the university. If Punjab University Patala is so alive the way we have done during Saturday and Sunday, if university can deliver on Saturday and Sunday, this great institution has a very bright future. I wish you all a grand success in your life, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Vice Chancellor. So now we are concluding and closing the 2-day capacity building program on online teaching practices. Thank you very much for joining. So we'll be coming up with the next workshop shortly. So you will be intimated about it. So thank you very much. Thank you.